This week on Engage the Sage.
Hi everyone, I'm Don Saucier. Welcome to this week's episode of Engage the Sage. This week, I'm going to talk about some of those powerful things that professors have said to their students. My research lab is interested in a lot of things. If you've seen this channel at all, it will not surprise you that one of our research topics is the experiences of students and their instructors. We recently collected data from over 150 college students about the most powerful thing that a professor has ever said to them. Their average age was about 20 years old. About 2/3 identified as women. About 60% were first-year students, with the rest of them kind of equally distributed among sophomore, junior, and senior years. And about 1/4 of them were first-generation college students. Now, I do want you to know my lab is doing a formal content analysis of those responses, so I hope to write that up and publish that in the near future. But for now, I'm going to share with you some of the trends that we're seeing in the responses that our students made to the question of what is the most powerful thing a professor has ever said to you. The first kind of powerful statement that our students reported professors saying to them was that they recognized their potential. Students reported here that their professors were saying that they were hardworking, that they were smart, that they were ambitious, that they were talented. Students reported their professors saying that they would do amazing things in the future and that they would be successful. And at least one student reported the professor telling them that they were going to give the student a chance. The second kind of statement that students said that the professors made that were powerful was that they were proud of their students. In saying they were proud of their students, they talked about being proud of their effort. They talked about being proud of their performance on exams and assignments. One student even said that a professor told them, "We want more students like you." The third trend in these statements that we saw that students said were powerful statements made to them by their professors were statements that promoted a growth mindset. A growth mindset is when you're kind of advocating the belief that someone where they are right now is not where they will be, that we are not in our essence only this intelligent or only this talented or only have this level of ability, that we can improve and enhance that ability if we put in the effort. So students talked about their professors advocating that they work and then they'll get to where they want to be. Some of these statements were things like a student said the professor told them the difference between an A student and an F student is how much effort they put in. Several students talked about their professors telling them to just keep working and the results will follow. Several students said their professors just told them, "You know what? You got this." Some students talked about their professors de-emphasizing grades and focusing more on the learning process and improvement over time. And some students talked about how their professors shared their own mistakes and failures to help inspire their students to work through their own challenges. The fourth kind of statements that we saw being rated powerful by our students were statements about promoting the students' well-being. Statements here were professors telling their students about the importance of their physical and their mental health. Statements here were also ones that promoted the students engaging in their own self-care. So taking time to themselves, using resources as they needed to, and really prioritizing their own emotional experiences. The fifth theme that emerged in these powerful statements that students reported their professors making to them were about the professors caring about their students as people and caring about their students' learning. Now, obviously, I'm going to like this one because, as you're aware with PEACE, PEACE stands for preparation, expertise, authenticity, caring, and engagement. This is going to fit really nicely into that caring component as a foundation for excellent teaching. So here, our students reported their professors saying things to them like they genuinely cared about their participation, their effort, and their engagement in their own learning. They talked about the students' experience in learning being important to them as professors. Our students also talked about professors making supportive statements like saying they'll do whatever they can to get the students to where they need to be. And one student shared that the most powerful thing their professor said was that a professor's job is to do everything they can do to help their students succeed. I love the empowerment and the caring that appeared in all of these powerful statements that our students reported. However, there was one less happy trend in our data, and that was that several of our students did not give us an answer to the question, what is the most powerful thing that a professor has said to you as a student? Now, when I say they didn't give us an answer, I don't necessarily mean that they left it blank. Several students wrote that a professor has never made a powerful statement to them. Several students wrote not applicable in answer to the question. And several students wrote they just weren't sure if a professor has ever said anything powerful to them. I think these data suggest an amazing opportunity for us because these suggest that professors sometimes, but not always, do make powerful statements that resonate with and uplift our students. The statements we make as professors can be meaningful, they can stay with our students, and they might even motivate them to invest in their own education and to help them learn and succeed in our classes. So I want you, all of you watching this video, to learn what we've got here and to use this information to be the person who uplifts and motivates your students. In the comments below, I would love to hear the most powerful thing a professor ever said to you as a student. And I would also love to hear the powerful things that you say to your own students. Thank you for watching this episode of Engage the Sage. Please like, subscribe, sign up for notifications, share us on social media, and we'll see you next time on Engage the Sage.